Welcome to the CoolFm Nerd Show. I'm your host, Johnny Tackett, and we're going to go over the nerdy news, new releases, and feature some nerdy culture in Cochise County. This week, we're featuring a retro game store, Rage Quit Games, as they celebrate their 2-year anniversary. Alright, let's get started. Grand Theft Auto 6 has been delayed from May until November of next year. Rockstar, the developers of Grand Theft Auto 6, posted this on X, saying, "We are sorry for adding additional time to what we realize has been a long wait, but these extra months will allow us to finish the game with the level of polish you have come to expect and deserve." Pokapia release date has been slated for March 5th. This morning, there was a PlayStation State of Play, and here are the takeaways. Elden Ring Night Rain, the Forsaken Hollows DLC, launches on December 4th. The DLC offers 2 playable characters and 2 new bosses. Marvel Talkin' Closed Beta 2 is available on December 5th, which will feature Spider-Man and Ghost Rider in addition to 2 new stages, Savage Land and the X-Mansion. The closed beta will last for 72 hours. The new video game releases include Call of Duty Black Ops 7, which will be releasing this Friday, but the local GameStop in Cervista will be doing an early release at 10 p.m. The associate I spoke to recommends finalizing the payment before 10 p.m. to get the game as soon as possible. It will also be on Xbox Game Pass PC and Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, but not Xbox Game Pass Core. Where Winds Meet is a free-to-play open-world action RPG. The game is set in ancient China in the 10th century, which also releases on November 14th. The game promises over 150 hours worth of solo gameplay, or up to 4 friends online. In movie news this week, Toy Story 5 released its teaser trailer. The Super Mario Galaxy movie trailer will be premiering on November 12th at 7 a.m. The teaser trailer for the upcoming biopic based on pop legend icon Michael Jackson broke the record of the most viewed trailer for a biopic, reaching 116.2 million views. New movie releases this week include The Running Man, a remake of the 1987 film based on a Stephen King novel directed by Edgar Wright, starring Glenn Powell. The same day, the 3rd film in the Now You See Me trilogy, Now You See Me, Now You Don't, will make its way to theaters, featuring Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, and Dave Franco in their returning lead roles. TV show news this week includes the Stranger Things Season 5 red carpet. Stranger Things Season 5 is just around the corner, and the cast of the Netflix mega hit debuted at the TLC Chinese Theater in Los Angeles, California. Millie Bobby Brown saying, "This is definitely the darkest and most intense season," during an interview with Variety. Stranger Things 5 Volume 1 streams on Netflix on November 26th, and the series finale drops on December 31st, 2025. TV show new releases include, from the creator of Breaking Bad, Vince Gilligan's new show Pluribus follows the most miserable person on Earth that must save the world from happiness. Pluribus streams weekly on Apple TV+, and it's currently sitting at a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Now with that quick wrap up, let's head on to the Rage Quit Games interview.
My name is Joshua Rambo, and I am the owner-operator of Rage Quit Games here in Sierra Vista. We're a video game store, first and foremost. It's our bread and butter. But I like to say that we do all things gaming and all things geek. Everything is, fully refurbished. I got a disc resurfacer, I've got a 20-liter ultrasonic cleaner, and everything gets a bath, but it's all got a 14-day warranty. Then we get into the collectibles. We got Funko Pops, we've got various toys, we got autographed items, really anything that a geek would be described as liking. If you can use the word fandom in conversation, that's what we do. We have an area, and I don't charge anybody to be here. It's always free to hang out and play, because I grew up in card and comic shops, and they never charged me to sit there and play as a kid and eat up their whole table space and not ever buy anything. So I just want a good space for people to come in and enjoy the nostalgia of it.
So how have the past 2 years been?
It's definitely a wild ride. We opened, as you were saying, 2 years ago, November 9th of 23. was our soft open, and we got the lease signed and picked up the keys November 1st. So I went in this 2,000 square foot storefront. I went from just empty and white walls to at least a somewhat functional storefront in 9 days. We had our official ribbon cutting with the Chamber of Commerce on November 17th, and it has been riding the lightning ever since.
So do you have any promotions or anything you want to celebrate during your 2-year anniversary?
Absolutely. First and foremost, being a veteran-owned business, me and my business partner and investor, he retired. I did 11 years in the military with 3 tours in Iraq. So our anniversary always will align with Veterans Day, which I'm very happy about. So we have a Veterans Day special going on this same week as well. That normally we offer 10% off for military, active duty, veteran, and then as well as first responders. We're doubling that discount this year. So it's 20% off, not green tagged items. But for everybody else, I'm going to have buy 2, get 1 free on pretty much everything in the store. As long as it's not a green tagged item, buy 2 games, get 1 free. Buy 2 pops, get 1 free. Those kinds of deals. More specifics are available on our Facebook, but because it's our 2nd year anniversary, let's go ahead and play with that.
What's your favorite game or collectible in the store?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Give us like a top 5.
Because franchise-wise, my top 3 franchises is going to be, Zelda, Borderlands, and God of War. On the God of War end of things, I do have a signed Kratos pop. It's signed by Christopher Judge, who's the most recent voice for Kratos in the video games. And the God of War series just hit their 20th anniversary. But there's so much cool. My whole Zelda collection's in here. But my prized possession, I guess, has to be, it's above the register. There's a painting of a unicorn. And that is a Magic the Gathering original art painting. It is a 1 of 1. Just over the summer, we had 2 big bulk purchases of games, right? Games with some hardware, not counting the hardware, because it all was unassessed as far as condition and everything. But just the games in these 2 pickups was almost $25,000 worth of games. And that was 2 individual transactions. But the nuttiest had to have been, and you can see it as you can't miss it as you walk in the door, is the Predator costume. And it is a costume. I got it on a mannequin, it's standing there, he's cool. And he is for sale, he's not for sale. But I knew that I needed to get him. I had to get him, just for the wow factor, get him there by the door. And I've had people walk by and do a double take and come in that normally wouldn't have walked in the door. It's really about sharing the cool stuff, because people don't get to see some of this stuff and the nostalgia and the awesome level of it. What I want to see change. Been working with the landlord on getting additional space. So he's got more space in the building that he's working on renovating. We're gonna get that opened up at some point, hopefully within the next couple months. We will move most of the hangout and gameplay and make a lounge type room. We'll still have some out out here, arcade type, maybe a little bit on the wall, but most of the hanging out space will be there. Because I have also picked up, since we've opened the store, actually within the last year, all of the vintage shelving for the video game aisles from Hastings. With the light up marquees, the places to put CRTs on top, even the lockable cages for the inventory and stuff. And so once we can shift that play space into the next area, then I'll be able to get those in here and set up and really start striking some of those good vibes that a lot of us have, the memories of these places. And so this is my home now. I am from Sierra Vista for all intents and purposes now. And it's such a great community. So we do as much to give back as we can, and we've done it since day one. When we opened, we were doing a Boys and Girls Club raffle. With our opening and stuff like that. And so this year, not only are we doing our raffle like we did last Christmas to support Peach's Pantry, we doubled down on it a little bit. And to help the Boys and Girls Club, we're doing a toy drive. New unwrapped toys, because they got Santa who comes in and gives the kids some presents. They got 3 clubhouses with at least around somewhere in the ballpark of 200 children that they're trying to give at least 2 presents for. So new unwrapped toys, we're collecting those, and we've already filled a pretty good sized box with stuff that's been brought in. I've been telling people, use this time, and same with Toys for Tots if you give that direction. Use this time to help whittle down some of the stuff you have. You know, if it's not something that you need to sell or is super worth selling, but it's still new in package, give it to a kid that's gonna enjoy it. And so that's the main way I'm advocating for people to donate for that one. And then I did just mention the Peaches Pantry raffle. This is the biggest raffle we've done. We actually have 3 separate drawings and almost $3,000 worth of giveaway prizes. Really, I just want to thank the community, you know, not just for the overwhelming support that you guys always show with our fundraising efforts and everything like that, but the fact that you guys continue to give me the ability to do this. When we started, this was a hope and a dream. I didn't have any real intent on starting a store. It just kind of happened. It fell in my lap. I'm like, why not? Started with my video game collection as the starting inventory. And since then, everything, if it's not brand new wholesaled, walks in the door. Like, it is 100% you guys bringing us this insane level of cool. Can't even begin to fathom it. I definitely didn't dream of it ahead of time. And that's because of you guys. And so I really, really appreciate the ability to do this.
Thank you so much, Rambo, for letting us interview you on your 2-year anniversary. Please go check out all of his deals throughout the week. If you'd like to be a sponsor of The Nerd Show, or if you would like to be interviewed, go ahead and contact me. And with that, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.